are back, and we are discussing Clash at the Castle and all the fallout thereof.
Yeah, baby.
Welcome to the Wrestling Council. Welcome to the Wrestling Council. I'm your host, Comic Book Bob. Joined as always by my good friend Hollywood Frank.
What's up, brother?
You can catch us here every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, talking about all the news in wrestling. You can also follow us on social media, crawling below. It's also in the description. Go ahead and hit us up there. And it was an interesting weekend. WWE obviously had Clash at the Castle. We also got some news about some free agency resigning, free agents or people who are about to become free agents resigning. Oh my God.
He's here.
1, 2, I swear to God, dude. You just like sit around all week trying to coming up with this shit.
Matter of fact, I do.
Hey, Johnny, Johnny, what are you doing with Dom's purple cow jacket, cow vest?
Like, if he wants, he's gonna have to take it out himself. Okay.
My God, dude, this is like Attitude Era all over again. Anybody that doesn't think this is the Attitude Era 2.0, they're completely lying to themselves.
You know what? I'm enjoying it.
Good.
So we both watched Clash at the Castle. We both watched Raw, and we'll be talking about that. Couple other interesting stories. Some people that were the contracts up in the air, they resigned. Of course, he chose that. Well, to be fair, that's what WWE's putting out there, man. I mean, when she comes back, man, it's going to be ridiculous. But real quick before we get into that, let's go ahead and check with everybody. Big Daddy was first. He said, "Hey, yo, hope you guys are well." Hey, yo, Big Daddy.
Hey, yo.
Appreciate you being here, guys. Definitely check out Big Daddy's channel, The Guardians of Chaos. A lot of great stories, classic wrestling moments, and just some cool insight. Miss Aaron, thanks for being here. Maldacito, sup, people? What's up, Maldacito?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Hello.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
So, Johnny, did you watch Clash at the Castle or Raw?
I did. I watched both, actually.
Holy crap! Oh my God, Johnny's actually going to be able to actually weigh in.
Holy cow!
Someone mark the day down, man. Holy shit! But
Johnny must have had a lot of free time.
Matter of fact, I did.
Did a herd of locusts come through and like eat the farm?
I was actually doing watch out, so I was just sitting and waiting for them, but they didn't come, so I had time.
Nice.
Cool, man. But all right. But before I get into that, I'll alert the media. Yeah, pretty much, man. But before we get into that, go ahead and do our favorite segment list, something we like to call the good, the bad, the ugly. This week it is this man right there. Starting
This
off.
guy.
What you got for us,
This
man?
guy. All right. The good. Not much good on Raw last night, so we'll skip that. No, I didn't like Raw at all, except for the debut of the Wyatt Six. About time. We'll see where it goes. Apparently, there's long and short term storylines coming out with the people who were injured last night, like Chad Gable, things like that, who were laid out in the back. Nikki Cross Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy. Is it Joe Gacy?
Yeah. Joe
And Dexter Loomis. Will it be a sixth one?
yeah, there's some speculation.
I think it's rumored possibly Alexa Bliss. Obviously, you got Bo Dallas as Uncle Howdy. Who knows? Hopefully, the fans get behind it. I think it could be interesting storyline.
Yeah, I have some thoughts about it. I thought the debut was great.
Yeah,
I mean, like, is it pro wrestling? No, but it's definitely entertainment. So,
same as his brother. Lights go out around the arena. The fans with their cell phone lights on, and it was reminiscent of The Fiend and Bray Wyatt. So it's nice callback to his brother. And again, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, like I said, the fans get behind it, give it an opportunity to grow, and we'll get some storylines. Because it said even like with Drew McIntyre quitting, and him leaving the arena, like even that could be a short-term storyline with that. Who knows? But it's definitely a lot better than the Bo leave and the his tag team with Ted DiBiase Jr., the B Squad or whatever it was.
Yeah. Oh, you mean when he was Husky Harris?
No. When Bo Dallas was with tag team with I thought it was DiBiase Jr.
It was Curtis Axel.
Oh, Curtis Axel when they're the B Squad or B team or whatever they were.
Yeah, the B team.
And Bo leave. So we'll see. But but that's my good. Just that's the best part of Raw last night, and that's the only good part of Raw last night. You may disagree.
Yeah, I do disagree. So, well, a little bit. I don't think it was a great show. I just don't think it was as terrible as some people are saying.
And with the premium live event, the best thing of the show Saturday is they took the tag titles off Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill.
Poor Jade. She was doing like passable before that fall.
It's like I don't. Here's the thing with Jade, with that whole situation. She hasn't improved very much since she left AEW, which was like the big dig that they took at AEW. It was like, oh, they didn't train her for crap. We're gonna make her, and then she spends a year in the performance center, and she comes out and she wrestles exactly the same way she did before.
Yeah.
Which they put her with Bianca. Bianca's great. That's a good person to put her with to teach her. I personally think they need to keep them together, even if they're going to be doing single stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. Everybody screws up. Okay. And from what they're saying, there were some people that had issues with the ropes all night long, although there were other people that were doing maneuvers on the ropes and they were fine.
Yeah, but you want to talk about an ugly. Look at Damian's leg after that fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. No, don't get me wrong. It was bad. And I'm just glad she's not hurt. Okay. Because like the one that happened with Damian Priest, that very easily could have turned into a serious injury.
Correct.
I was surprised he was walking yesterday.
Yeah.
No, he was limping a little bit afterward, but listen, apparently he's okay.
And that's my bad is Clash of the Castle. With the now rope slips and stuff like that happen. But Jade Cargill slipping off the rope, the Drew McIntyre or not Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest just slipping and twisting. I mean, like the guy said, he's lucky he didn't crack his head against the side of the ring.
Yeah.
Or break his ankle.
Yeah, it was. Like I said, I don't know if it was because of the setup of the ring or whatnot, but there were a few botches, and a lot of them they looked pretty bad.
And with Drew McIntyre calling the audible there and still going and not just like standing there like, what am I going to do? Like attacking Damian Priest while he's hanging there and then going and jarring with the announcer desk while the ref's trying to get him loose.
I'm glad he was okay, but that was such a funny visual, man.
Dude, I'll tell you what though, it was like, hey, you got to make chicken salad out of chicken shit. So he was like, I can't beat him if he's in the ropes. So, so I mean, he worked it into it, but I mean, he did the best he could with it.
And I give Damian Priest a lot of credit by, just it had to hurt. Like his foot had to hurt,
dude.
But to be able to plow through that,
yeah, it looked bad.
And then just the worst botch of the night on Saturday night though was the Sami Zayn Chad Gable match. The ref should have called 3. That was a 3 count. The ref pulled his arm back before Sami Zayn lifted his shoulder off the mat. That was a botch right there. And I don't know if you saw that.
I saw a few people talking about that. More people were talking about the fact that Jade tapped.
Yeah, that too.
Than anything else. And I'm thinking that they're going to work that into a storyline. Some people said that that was because Shayna was kind of cranking on that and putting some stank on it. She was like, yo, Leah, like you're choking me. You're really choking me for real. And then some people think that it's a work. So we'll see going forward.
Yeah, but Chad Gable had him pinned for a 3 count, and the ref pulled his arm back before Zayn kicked out, whether Zayn missed it or not. But
yeah,
clearly, if you watch it and slow it down, it was 3.
Yeah,
the ref goes like this and pulls his hand, but it should have been straight on the mat. But that's not the storyline. The storyline was not for Chad Gable to win, which I think was the wrong decision. But
I think the plan is they're basically leading to the implosion of which happened on Raw. I personally think it should have happened there. The implosion of Alpha Academy should have happened there.
Yeah,
and then on Raw is when the Creed brothers should have come in and we get Alpha Academy 2.0 and the more villainous version of Chad Gable. Said, I heard the referee warned AJ the ropes are loose. It was after all the trips everyone had. Yeah, I think I saw that, but at the same time, there was a bunch of people that were doing maneuvers on the ropes and they were doing fine. So
yeah. And my ugly is how this ends. Who knows? But Kevin Kelly suing AEW.
Yep,
and Tony Khan.
I don't blame him, dude. He got fired for a bullshit reason.
Yep.
He got fired for liking a movie about, shedding light on, what happens to like the world of pedophilia, and the horrors of it. He liked the movie. Now, so they going after him because like one of the guys who was involved with the movie turned out to be exactly that. But is like that. Well, that has nothing to do. He didn't like that guy. He liked the movie that shone a light on this horrible thing.
Right.
So it is what it is, man. It's the world we live in. It takes 3 people to get hair up their butt, and suddenly your entire life is being destroyed.
Yeah, but the way Kevin Kelly was treated on his way out, Schiavone coming in there replacing him and not being there for Sting's final match and other stuff that went on behind the scenes.
It was bullshit. It was BS. When you really look into it, it was BS. Basically, Ian Riccaboni pulled a bunch of political BS in behind the scenes, which is funny because Riccaboni is the one actually suggested Kevin Kelly for that role because Tony originally wanted Ian Riccaboni on Collision. He couldn't get him because he had too many commitments, so he went after Kevin Kelly, and we all talked about it, man. We liked the team up of Kevin Kelly and Nigel McGuinness. It felt like back when Collision was in its original form that was being run by Punk, whether you agree or disagree with Punk, he ran that show like an old school wrestling show, and it had that old school wrestling feel. The commentators were down front, like back in the 90s and in the 2000s, early 2000s. It was a 2-man team. And the show just felt like an old school wrestling show. Yep. And that's one of the things that we liked about it. And then, of course, some people started complaining about things, and everything snowballed from there. So he got screwed.
It's a shame because that's one of the reasons I'm not watching AEW anymore so much, because I'm so sick of Shivani and Excalibur that I just can't listen to them anymore, man. Did you see that clip of them fighting, like him and Taz fighting?
Yeah, the clips that people are putting where they're actually sniping and they're actually pissed at each other in between takes.
Yeah,
it's doesn't surprise me, dude. It's like there's too many egos going on over there, and I think ultimately that's what happened. Not to mention the fact that kind of like killed him. Like he could have stayed in New Japan and been in New Japan for the rest of his life. They loved him. They loved him over there. But he went to AEW because they talked him up, and it was like, yeah, come over here. He's great, and he goes there, and he's out of a job within 6 months because some guy because of some political BS.
Yep.
So yeah, it was bullshit. The more you dig into it, the more you realize it's bullshit. But he's a professional. He'll land on his feet. But okay, so that's your GBU.
That's my GBU.
All right, brother. My good. Takeshita is in the G1. Thank God. This dude needs a push. He needs a push bad. I think he's been patient. He's extremely talented. I'm glad he's going over there and representing AEW. G1 is, even depleted as New Japan's roster is. There weren't very many people from outside the promotion this time. I was hoping we would get some more guys from AEW, maybe some people from TNA, maybe some people, maybe a person from WWE. Who knows? But the G1 is still, in my personal opinion, the best tournament in professional wrestling. And I'm glad he's over there. It's always fun. You guys know me. I'm a big G1 guy. Big Daddy, the Guardian of Chaos, ran in. He said, unpopular opinion, but I've never thought any of the supernatural personas were pro wrestling. From The Undertaker all the way to last night's show, it's garbage I can see on Sci-Fi, in my opinion. I think The Undertaker was kind of like he was pushing that envelope. I think as time went on and it became less about him being supernatural and more about him just being a badass, that was better. When they were doing the magic tricks and stuff, like when they were doing like the fireballs,
he was shooting lightning, it was okay.
Yeah, that was hokey crap. And then like the whole like sacrifices and stuff like that. I wasn't a fan of that whole thing. And to be honest, The Undertaker himself was like, he knew like that stuff wasn't really going to get over very long. That's why he came up with the American Badass character. So, I wish they had not leaned into the supernatural hokiness, because I've never been a big fan of that stuff either. I'd rather it was more like, taking on the personas of those characters just as a nod to Bray. They just used the masks and stuff, but be more like the original Wyatt family was. The original Wyatt family wasn't a bunch of supernatural crap. It was basically like he was a cult leader.
Yeah, he should have just beat John Cena in that one match.
Oh my God. But anyway, but it got over. And as far as entertainment's concerned, and as far as showmanship is concerned, it got over. And we'll talk about it. Like I said, that's one of the things we're going to talk about. I have my opinion on it, but my good is the G1, the announcement that Takeshita is going to be in there, and hopefully that's going to help elevate his stock. Oh God, yeah, dude. Oh my God, yeah, the Cosmic Key. Oh my God, so that was my good. My bad. More injuries. Shota Umino, John, widely known as John Moxley's protege, who was real big and up and coming. He was really kind of coming into his own. Pretty bad injury, man. He has a fractured hip.
Ooh.
So there's one more person that's being laid up. Obviously, we were all concerned that Damian Priest might have been injured. But he was walking around pretty well, and then apparently all the reports coming out is that he's going to be okay. But the injury bug, man, it is what it is. And actually, Big Daddy, you beat me to it, man. All the more shit with the Hardys as well. about with like you talk about the broken gimmick and all that stuff. A lot of drama coming out about the Hardys this week. Obviously, everybody knows that Matt and Jeff are both back in TNA.
Although I read it, they haven't signed any contracts with them.
They haven't signed any contracts. I think they're there right now. They're there on a pay by play, basically per appearance. So who knows how long they're going to be there or for what the situation is. And I'm not looking for them to fail. You know, Jeff's got a lot of problems. You know, we all know that. I want the guy to be healthy. I want him to be well. The Monet. Oh my God, that stupid dance that him and Will Ospreay were doing. But I thought it was funny. But what I'm talking about though is all these people that are just coming out of the woodwork and talking about how AEW fumbled the Hardys and they did blah 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 blah, and here's the thing. No, Jeff fumbled his run in AEW. Okay. The original idea was for the Hardys to actually win the tag team championship one more time in AEW. But then Jeff, his demons got the better of him again, and all of that crashed and burned. And that burned a lot of their currency with that company.
Yep.
Just seeing people just like wanting to take a crap on everybody. They took a chance on Tony Khan took a chance on those guys, and because they loved him. He was a fan of them. Tony's got he's got his faults. Trust me, I understand that. The Hardys were not badly treated in AEW. He gave them creative freedom. He let them do whatever they wanted, and that situation with Jeff is what killed any momentum that they had going when he got there. So, and then before he left, he was actually doing pretty good work. Then he got hurt, the whole situation with Guevara. So it's one of those things where like, I think people are looking at it with rose-colored glasses, but again, as the IWC, usually is, it's all hate, drama, not looking at the person who needs to be really taken to task for what happened there. So, but like I said, I love the Hardys. I think they're one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Those TLC matches back in the Attitude Era, you can't beat them. So, I mean, they changed the game. So, but hopefully everything works out for them over there. The Ugly. Oh my God. So we did not do a show last week because I had a little family situation that popped up. My mother hurt herself again.
Oh boy.
She, she just got over back surgery about 10 months ago. And, once again, doing too much. And she fell and she broke her scapula, which is your shoulder blade.
That's not an easy one.
No. And she's 73 years old. She's going to be 74 this year. So not good, especially with a woman with osteoporosis. Oh. So thankfully it's the shoulder that she had reconstructive surgery done on 3 years ago. So he's got a pin in there, and the fracture is around the pin. So she hurts herself, dude. I'll tell you what, she hurts herself. She does it. She does it right, man. Yep. So she's gonna be laid up for a while. That was a lot of drama that we had to deal with. Fortunately, God looking out, she doesn't have to have surgery. They said it'll heal on its own, as long as she freaking behaves, which that's going to be a friggin' problem.
Good luck.
Yep. But, so here's looking forward to a few weeks of drama-free, please God. But, injuries suck. But that's my GBU. Johnny, you got anything you want to add? Or
yes, I do. something
All right.
good.
God, here we go.
Here we go. Yeah.
Give Mark Briscoe a microphone every week, please.
Oh, he's
That-
dude. He's awesome,
That was the greatest thing to happen this week.
dude. I love Mark Briscoe. I really truly do.
Yeah, I wish we saw more of him.
But
Yeah, as for a bet, I'm the resident CM Punk guy, but Drew should have won that match, man. Drew should have won that title.
I did not. I'll be honest with you. I did not expect him to win. I understand why people are pissed. Because it's the exact same thing that happened last time. That's the thing that's really got people pissed off about. Is like, really, you're gonna do this to us again? And some of those people paid $1,000 a ticket for the seat. But here's the thing. I think it would have been okay for him to lose if they had done something different than they did the last time. Instead of him just getting screwed over, do something like Punk lures him out of the ring or something like that, and and he can't get back in before the count, or do something like that. Don't do getting just flat out screwed over again.
I was expecting Punk to try to hinder him, but like help him by accident, like Sean did Brett that one time.
That would have worked too. Like if he tried to go after McIntyre, but he screwed up and he hits Priest instead, and that helps Drew win. So now the both of them are pissed at each other. Where it's not just Punk screwing them. Now he's screwing with Punk too. So it's back and forth. And I agree with everybody that feud between the two of them does not need the title, but I think the title would have made it bigger.
You would. The problem with titles is that nowadays it's so easy to tell who's going to win or not if there's a title involved.
Well, and that's why I think they needed to change it up. Like 90% of the people did not expect Drew McIntyre to win this match. I didn't expect him to win this match. I knew the friggin' fans in Scotland were going to lose their crap when he didn't win, but I fully expected this. You got to remember, these are the guys that were actually toying around with the idea of having Cody lose again.
Yeah, well, the people of Scotland got their victory when the women got their tag titles.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I agree to that with that to an extent. When Isla Dawn and Alba Fire won the tag titles, and that was a big pop for them. So that was good on them. Futuristic alien stuff. Yeah, was it Xeno and all that stuff.
No, I liked it when Hardy first came into AEW and he just like blink, doop, doop.
Oh God, dude! Like I was so excited for him when he first got there, and I was like, okay, look, you can do the broken gimmick, but it could just be that he's crazy. You don't got to do like magic stuff.
He's just teleporting.
He's just nuts. And that's what they did most of the time. Most of the time was when he was just nuts. Mm-hmm. But then they did the teleporting thing, and I was like, all right, I'm out. I'm done.
And then they literally broke him. They broke his ring.
Oh, God.
That one fall against Guevara. That was the oof.
Dude, here's the thing, man. Like I said, part of Matt's got to take part of that too, because he wanted to take the bump. So,
everyone involved is at fault.
I mean, that was not a smart thing to do.
No,
especially
the referees, especially the people who let them continue after that fall.
The spinal injuries are nothing to mess with, man, and Matt's got a couple. So,
well, we still got something else that we didn't have our show last week, but Dax is also hurt.
Yes, Dax. Well, yeah, he's been nursing. Yeah, he's got that that hematoma.
Yeah, they're going to be on the shelf for a while.
Yeah, he's going to be gone for a couple months. So, and you know what? He was already beat up before he got that. So, they need to take some time off and rest up and heal up and recharge and come back. So, yeah, all the people that got hurt, speedy recovery to all of them. Whether you like them or you don't like them, injuries suck, like I said. So, but that's our GBU. All right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this thing. Clash at the Castle.
Yeah.
2024 started with a banger, man. Friggin' Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. I knew that I had a feeling that this match was going to start first because, like I said, Drew was the star over there. Yes, during that show, that's the match that everybody wanted. It's the hometown guy. So I wasn't surprised when this match started the show, and but I'll tell you what, dude, this was a really really good match. AJ Styles can still bring it, man.
He can.
I mean, I know he's wrapping it up. I like how they're doing the storyline with this. How he's leaving WWE for a while, and he's going to go he's doing that match in Noah. I fully expect him to show up in TNA and do something with them over there as like a quid pro quo, reciprocity between them and WWE. And then obviously he'll wrap his, like I said, this last, I think, was it this year? And is it this year and next year and then he's done, or that's it?
I don't know.
I think it's time's running out. And, but like I said, man, the man can still go. And this was a great match, man. And I like that they're teasing that Cody kind of turning back to that dark side, which is something like this is what I've said. I've said this from day one when all the people said, "Oh, the fans drove Cody Rhodes out of AEW." No, that's not what happened. Okay, the fans love Cody Rhodes. They love heel Cody Rhodes. Okay, when Cody left WWE and reinvented himself and created the Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, that's what got over with fans. Fans love that version of Cody Rhodes. Okay, fans like him as a face.
Johnny's gone.
He'll be back.
Yeah.
Fans like Cody as a face. They love him as a heel because that version, the American Nightmare version of Cody Rhodes as a heel, is awesome. So when all the fans were booing him in AEW, they weren't booing him because they didn't like him. They were booing him because, and I've said this many times, they were trying to pull the Nightmare out. That's what they wanted. They wanted him to turn heel. They wanted the person that they fell in love with when he went to the Indies and when he went to New Japan and when he went to Ring of Honor. So, and now that he's finished the story and he's proven that he could be the top guy and all of that, now they're looking at possibly turning him heel. Now this one little tease is not going to be a heel turn, okay? But it's not just me saying this. There's a lot of people are saying that they feel like this might be the beginning of a slow heel turn for Cody Rhodes. Do you watch 6 Feet Under with Mark Calloway with The Undertaker? His that podcast he does?
Yeah.
That's a good show. It's a really good show. He was talking about that, and he said that he thinks that this is. He said Cody's face run is great, but his heel turn is what's going to really change things.
Yeah. The problem with that though is what happened after their match.
Oh, I know. Like I said, I think it's a slow heel turn.
It's going to be real slow because if he's got to deal with the bloodline on SmackDown,
yeah,
it's going to be a while.
Oh yeah, like I don't think we're going to get any of that. Must be a pig scratching his back on the power pole or something. It's okay, Johnny, man. You do what you got to do, man. We'll be here if you get back. If not, thanks for hanging out, brother. Appreciate it. I wouldn't expect anything until at least around WrestleMania time next year. If they do decide to do that, but I liked it. I like the fact that he looked at his mom. His mom was like, "Kill him." I know some people were upset about the way that match ended, and I can see that. I can understand. They definitely could have done a better ending. I don't think the ending was that bad. What do you think?
Yes, they could have done a better ending to build up all that up and to be scared of being of the ring steps. Come on.
Yeah. Now I could have what I would have done is I would have hit him with the ring steps, and then hauled back to hit him again, and then maybe even hit him twice, and then haul back to hit him a third time, and then just have him be like, no, please, like maybe that would have worked. Yeah, Mal, dude, seriously, man, like appreciate you wanting to comment and everything, but dude, make sure you get home safe, brother. Good Lord,
we don't want to be associated with your accident.
Yeah, I've had to deal with enough accidents this last couple of weeks. So, but I thought this was probably the best match of the entire night. So I gave it like a 4 stars. Like, this was a good match. This was a really good match. Second match, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill versus Alba Fire and Isla Dawn.
Yeah.
And Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks. This wasn't a bad match. It was not a bad match. This was, let's get to that. Let's get that out of the way. This was not a bad match. You got some really good people in this match.
And then you got Jade Cargill.
Yeah. Fire and Dawn are actually pretty good. Shayna Baszler is pretty good. Zoe Starks is Bianca Belair is the best one in the whole bunch. She's fantastic. Jade Cargill, still, she's basically the same. She's greener than goose shit. This was an okay match. Were there botches? Yes. I have more issue. Like everyone's focusing on the botch that Jay did, and it was a bad botch. It was bad. It was really bad. And like I said, I'm glad she's not hurt. I have, as far as Jade Cargill is concerned, my issue is more with the fact that they were talking all this crap about how terrible AEW trained her and all this stuff like that. And then they were going to retrain her and they were going to do it right. And she was going to be a megastar. And I still think she's going to be a star. I really do. I think she's tailor-made for WWE. She's got the look. She's got the physique. She can go far in WWE. And then she comes out after over a year at the Performance Center and she wrestles exactly the same way that she did when she was in AEW. So where's all this talk and bullshit? So
with that being said, though, she is one wrong move away from
hurting somebody,
permanently injuring herself or an opponent.
I agree. I said back when she was in AEW, she needed to be on Dark, and that was it. She didn't need to be on main screen. I understand why they did it, because they saw star power in her, and she was very popular. She was really popular. But as far as her development as a wrestler, she needed as many reps as she could get away from the spotlight so that she could develop. Same thing when she went to the Performance Center. I was like, okay, good. They're gonna keep her at the Performance Center for a year, and they're gonna work her out there. And when she comes back in, she's gonna be smooth on the basics. You know what I mean? And she comes out and she wrestles exactly the same way she did. So I'm like, okay, well, what the hell happened? Who fumbled the ball in this one?
And I don't know how long. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there. I don't know how long a contract she signed with WWE, but she's got about a year to figure it out, or I think she goes the way of Gabe Stevenson and Veer Mahan.
I don't think so. I think they'll do something with her, even if she's not like featured heavily in the ring. Like I said, she's got the look, she's got the physique, she can talk on the stick. Dude, we've seen them do it with other people before, where they'll transition them into a different role. I can see that. Like I said, she's tailor-made for WWE, though. They'll figure something out there. I think she's eventually going to get better. She is still really young. I believe she's still in her 20s. So you check it out. Cargill. I believe she's still in her 20s. Oh no, she's 32. Okay, she's older than I thought. But I do think she's going to become decent. And then I said, with that look and everything, look, man, there were guys in WWE that got over as megastars. They had 4 moves. So, it's like, You know, you just got to get her a couple moves, man, and then she'll be fine. But yeah, it was an okay match. I do think they made the right call putting the tag belts on Fire and Dawn, and we'll see what they do with it going forward.
I don't know. I honestly think if she doesn't get it going next year, I think she goes the way. She's not out, but I think she becomes a jobber and never wins the title.
Or she becomes somebody's mouthpiece or something.
Something.
I mean, they made The Rock's daughter the friggin' general manager of NXT. They'll do something with Jade. I mean, somewhere. But I don't see them getting rid of her unless something really bad happens.
Yeah, maybe don't get rid of her, but if she doesn't get it together within the next year, I don't think she'll ever be a title contender, and she will never be a Hall of Famer.
I don't know. Like I said, it depends on where they go with her. But one thing about the Cody Rhodes AJ Styles match, we did get the tease for who's going to be next, and it is going to be Solo Sikoa. Okay. I'll be honest with you. I'm not all that sold on Bloodline 2.0. I love the Girls of Destiny. I like Solo. I just don't think he's got that same level. I think they need Jacob Fatu. But I don't know. We'll see we'll see what they do going forward. But it won't be a terrible match. I'm just like, okay. The one I'm waiting for is Gunther. So
yes.
Next match, Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable. This was a good match. It was not the best match that these had. It's not the best match that either of them have had. This was a good solid match though. This was more of a storytelling match than anything else. I think that they should have had the implosion happen here. I think the end of Alpha Academy should have happened here, and then when he confronted them on when the whole confrontation happened on Monday Night Raw, that should have been the debut of the Creed brothers as the new Alpha Academy 2.0, and they should have just beat down Otis, and they should have progressed the storyline from there.
Yes.
I don't know how long they're going to drag this thing out, but we do get news that Chad Gable did re-sign with WWE. So all those hopes for those dream matches are out the door. But hey, he did what he felt was best for him. He's getting a good run here. Hopefully it continues, and hopefully we'll see a lot more good stuff from him.
Hopefully he gets a title other than tag title run at some point. I think he is going to get the IC title, probably at SummerSlam. And then hopefully he has a really, really good run with that. And then maybe we see him in that world title. Cause like I said, I think he's got elements of, Daniel Bryan.
I think he's got elements of Daniel Bryan in him. Like he could be a big underdog character. I also think he's got, he's got that Olympian side. So, there's always the Kurt Angle thing.
Yep.
If they really played him up as the killer that we know that he actually is, because dude, that friggin' drop kick he threw and caught friggin' Sammy in midair with, that was a hell of a move, man. I mean, he's an amazing wrestler. Amazing wrestler. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. But yeah, this was a good, solid match. It wasn't the best match that either one of them ever had, but it was a good, solid match. This was probably the next best match of the night, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would have pulled the trigger here. I wouldn't have waited. But Bayley versus Piper Niven. I'm glad Piper Niven is actually getting a chance to show what she can actually do. She's really good, man. Dude, I put her up there with like Awesome Kong. Like that's like I really do. I really think she's got that much of an upside. I really do. She's been saddled with some dumb characters. She's been sidelined with some BS. I really do think that she's on that level. I think that's how good she is. Well, he was just Minecraft on Monday, so how did that help Shorty? Minecraft? What do you? Oh, you mean when he got? Well, apparently everybody that they showed who got beat down in that whole thing on Monday Night Raw, supposedly those are storylines going forward. So we'll see what happens. But Bayley versus Piper Niven, fully expected Bayley to win. I thought it was really great. And this was a good. This was a good solid. This again, not the best match either one of them has had. Both have had. Good solid match for the ladies.
Yes, very good.
I will say though that when Bayley landed on her tailbone, did you see that move?
Mm-hmm.
When she landed on her tailbone doing that, oh my god, dude! I was like, yeah, that's gonna hurt. That she's gonna be feeling that for a couple of weeks. So hopefully she's okay from that, because dude, I'll tell you what, man, landing on your tailbone sucks. And then we had the main event, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. Good solid match. Again, not the best match that either of them has ever had, but also, you know, this was a good 3.5 star match. The ending, I think we already talked about this. The ending could have been better. They could have done do something besides just having Drew get screwed over again. And Punk 100% worked as a heel in this, but then again, that's what was going to happen because Drew McIntyre is the hometown guy. You know, it's kind of like when Brett would wrestle in Canada, he was the face. When he would wrestle in the United States, he was the heel. This is the same thing. They're not going to turn. Punk's going to turn heel at some point. He's not going to do. It's not going to happen now. I thought it was a good match. It was the outcome I expected. The finish could have been better. What did you think?
Yeah, I mean, I knew CM Punk was there. The rumor was he was in Scotland, so I knew he was going to come out at some point. When they panned back from the ring to bring another referee out, like, all right, what's going on? And they only showed him from the backside. Like, okay, you could tell who it was from the back, but
oh yeah.
Regardless, they could have done something different with Punk screwing over Drew McIntyre, or like you said, he accidentally hits Damian Priest, which causes a DQ.
Mm-hmm.
That McIntyre still wins, but he can't win the title on a disqualification.
Yeah, or even like I said, the feud between McIntyre and Punk doesn't need the title. I think if the title was involved, it would be bigger. But
Punk's not going to be back till at least SummerSlam.
Right. Which is in what, 3 months?
August, I believe.
August.
2 months.
So
because you got Money in the Bank in 3 weeks.
Yeah,
3 weeks, and then can't remember what pay-per-views after that.
Yeah.
Anyways, regardless, we got SummerSlam in August.
Yeah, I think that's where this thing culminates. And like I said, I still think the title would have been the title being involved would have been bigger. Doesn't need it though. You know, I understand that, and I also don't understand not wanting Priest to just be like a 4-month champion and that's it.
And the main event, or not main event, one of the main events at SummerSlam is going to be Gunther versus.
I think that's
whoever the champion is, be it
Yeah.
Damian Priest, whoever. So you're not taking the title off of Damian Priest to put on the Punk.
No.
Or Drew McIntyre, because whoever it is has to go up against Gunther. So.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Priest and Gunther at SummerSlam, and I think that's where he's gonna drop it. And then whatever happens between Punk and Drew. Honestly, I think if Gunther's gonna be the champion, basically the Raw champion, because that's basically what that belt is. Cody needs people to challenge him, so I can see Drew or even Punk going after Cody. And like I said, you know, setting up. Now I think the match for next year is going to be like Cody versus Roman, like the rematch for Cody versus Roman, or it's no, because I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do this, man. I really don't know how they're going to do this.
I don't know because you had Drew McIntyre quit last night on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, so there's that.
So he could go to SmackDown because he quit Raw.
Yeah,
and they could go, oh, he's a free agent now. He quit. So now he's going to SmackDown, which would set him up at some point against Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, which I'd be fully behind that because everybody's thinking about the rematch between him and Roman, but the big match for WrestleMania is going to be Roman versus The Rock.
Yeah.
So what's it going to be for Cody? And because here's the thing, Solo's not a bad wrestler. He doesn't have the same kind of. He's not on the same level as Roman. Okay, so it's not going to be him. I mean, is he going to work his way through every single member over the next 6 months or so? Is he going to work his way through every single member of the bloodline? You know, when we know Jacob Fatu's coming in, we know Hikuleo's coming in. Where are they going to fall? Whose side are they going to be on? Is it going to be Bloodline 1.0 versus Bloodline 2.0, which is, I think that's what they're setting up. And if that's the case, where does Cody go?
That could be set up for Bloodline 1 versus Bloodline 2 for Survivor Series.
Yeah.
In November.
Which would be ideal because that's the right number of people you need. But yeah, overall, I thought Clash of the Castle was a good show.
And then speaking of SummerSlam, I don't know if you saw that announcement. I think it's in 2026, I believe.
It's
in Minnesota. It's going to be 2 nights.
Yeah. Yeah. And everyone was freaking out because they thought it was going to be this year. And it's like, no, it's going to be next year.
No, 2026 is what I believe they said.
20 is it 20? I thought it was going to be. No, you might be right. You might be right. So it might be 2 years. But I know that their idea is for their big four, they eventually want to go to 2 nights for all of them, for all their big four shows. So I don't know how you're going to do I mean, the Rumble is easy because you just do the women's Rumble one night, one, and the men's Rumble one night too.
Yeah.
You know, and then the extra matches in between. There you go. That takes care of itself. Survivor Series and SummerSlam. I don't know that those shows need to be 2 hours. I mean, 2 days, but we'll see what happens. They made WrestleMania work.
Yep.
You know, and it's always worked out for Wrestle Kingdom. So.
And that's what Tony Khan needs to think about moving forward.
Yeah. I especially if he's going to do those friggin' 5.5, 6 hour shows, dude, where you've got 2 hours of friggin' pre-show and then, or an hour and a half of pre-show and then 4 hours of main show. Yeah. You might want to move some of your stuff to 2 days. Then real quick, Raw, you hated it. I didn't think it was a great show. There were a couple of things I did like.
I didn't hate it, but it wasn't that good.
No, it wasn't.
Except for the end.
Yeah, as far as like, you know, coming off of a big show like Clash of the Castle, I was expecting more from it. They set up Seth and Drew. I mean, they Seth and Priest for SummerSlam. As a promo goes, okay, fine, it's great. Braun Strowman versus Chad Gable. I mean, it's Chad Gable, so the match is going to be decent. Like I said,
Mr. Choo Choo.
Yeah. They dragged this out. I wish they had, you know, like I said, like tonight should have been the debut of Alpha Academy 2.0 instead of, you know, pulling this out and dragging it out. I don't know how much longer they're going to do this. Zelina Vega versus Kiana James versus Io Sky. I mean, it's Io Sky. You know, it's going to be a decent match. I'll be honest, I don't give a shit about the women's Money in the Bank at this point. I'm hoping, I mean, hopefully it'd be good. They're doing a 3-way between, I guess they're going to end up doing a 3-way between Sammy and Braun and Sheamus. I did like the Braun Breaker stuff. I think that guy's the future. I think he's the future. He's the next big star. Okay, I really give him his freaking name back. Let him be a Steiner. And just have him kill people because that's what he's been doing. He looks like $1 million. He can wrestle his ass off. He's got the pedigree.
Yeah, and they're already, he's barking in the ring.
Yep.
They said
he hit like his dad.
They said he hit him with a Steiner liner. Like, come on.
It's at this point, it's just embarrassing. Just give him his freaking name back. It's like that episode when DX was talking to Kofi Kingston and the new guy goes, "Hey, wait a minute, didn't you used to be Jamaican?" Talking about that bad accent that they made Kofi Kingston use for years.
It's like you kept having all these names for freaking Curtis Axel. Why couldn't you just call him? Why couldn't you just had him be Kurt Henig's son and have him out like that?
I don't know, dude. That's Vince. That's Vince's involvement right there. Now that Hunter's involved, man, I'd just be like, he's like, my name isn't Breaker. My name is Steiner. Just have him come out and just murder everybody.
It's like nobody cared about Butch. They wanted him to be Pete Dunne.
Pete Dunne, yeah.
No,
freaking Butch. No. God, dude, that whole Peaky Blinders BS crap that they were doing made me want to vomit. But that's talk about the things I like. What I didn't like: Carlito beating Dragon Lee. What the frickin' hell? Dragon Lee, dude, man.
This guy can't get a win.
Dude, he's so freaking good. He's so good, dude.
Wow.
Why is this guy jobbing out to Carlito? Okay. I mean, I understand that they're doing a little bit of a thing with Carlito as far as like the LWO and all that crap is concerned. But dude, Dragon Lee is 10 times the friggin' talent that Carlito is. Why are you having him lose to Carlito? This dude, Dragon Lee should be in NXT right now, kicking everybody's ass, becoming the next NXT World Heavyweight Champion. And then this is a dude that you can really elevate and do some amazing stuff with.
Yep.
They're going to ricochet his ass.
Yep.
He's going to be this crazy talented dude who does all this amazing stuff that everybody likes, but never gets the win. And I'm like, you left AEW for this? Really? I hope that paycheck's good, man. Drew McIntyre quit. Katana Chance, Caden Carter, Dakota Kai, and Kairi Sane. And that match was okay. Sheamus versus Braun Breaker. I don't like that this ended in a schmoz. There should have been a definitive winner or loser in this match because, like I said, now we're going to get a 3-way, and it's going to be like, okay. Money in the Bank qualifier: Jey Uso versus Rey Mysterio, Finn Balor. I knew Jey was going to win. I would have preferred. Yeah. Why are other Latinos only fighting with other Latinos? Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Andrade was like, yeah, I know. That's weird, isn't it? So, but yeah.
Should have been Finn Balor, not Jey Uso. I
personally feel it should have been Finn Balor, especially because I think Finn he's on the way of wrapping up his being a full-timer at least. But Jay is super, super, super over. He's a part of the Bloodline storyline. He's going to go to Money in the Bank, and I think he's going to win. I would, like I said, I think Balor deserves another shot at, being in that world title scene, but it is what it is. I'm not mad that Jay won because I think Jay's great, but
okay, Bobby, I don't know. Okay, Bobby Heenan. Jey Uso's going to win. He's the only one that's in the Money in the Bank so far. You can see like somebody like Braun Breaker going to change your mind and say, "Oh, Braun Breaker's going to win."
No. Even if Braun's in there, what's going to happen is that Braun will get taken out. As soon as Jay was like he's in the Money in the Bank, I'm like, there's your winner. I guarantee you that he's going to be the winner.
Let's see who else is in there before before I make my decision. I want to see who else is in there.
I honestly don't think it matters. I think as once he's in there, the only other possibility is if his brother's in there, and then it's the two of them against each other, or and that's how they come back together, or what happened. I don't know, but I think that's how it happens. But anyway, what is it? Anything else that was going on this week? Anything weird? Any other?
Yeah, the end. The Uncle Howdy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we do need to talk about that. All right, so end of the show.
Lights go out.
Lights go out. Was it Nikki Cross was the first one to come crawling out with the lantern?
Yes.
Then it was Eric Rowan in the bunny. I do like that Eric Rowan brought back the hammer from the Bludgeon Brothers that he had with him and Luke Harper, which was like a nice nod to him. I thought that was kind of cool. Then Dexter Loomis, Joe Gacy was next, and then Uncle Howdy himself. And then he said, "We're here," and he blew out the lantern just like Bray used to. As a spectacle, I thought it worked. I do have some concerns about it. One, like I said, I've never been really into the whole supernatural stuff. I think it would have been better if they were just like, it was like the cult family thing, like the original Wyatt family, where they were like, we're carrying on his message, so just do that. You don't need the supernatural crap. And this doesn't mean that they're doing the supernatural stuff. It just means that they're, that they could be, they could be going that route.
Yeah,
I think that route has more legs than doing like Big Daddy said, like doing the supernatural stuff, because I think that has a shelf life.
Yeah, like what was supernatural? She's just crawling on the ground.
Yeah,
there's people laid out in the back. Nothing said supernatural. There was no Papa Shango or stuff like that going on back there.
No, but we do know that WWE doesn't have a tendency to try to do that shit because like everybody remembers the Alexa Bliss stupidity. Everybody remembers her casting spells on people, her making Nia Jax. Oh, I'm lifting my arm. Oh, I'm good. God. It was awful. It was garbage. I don't want that. Hey, Cleveland Sports Cards. Hey, appreciate you being here, man.
Not working tonight?
Oh, apparently. But yeah, so I think it was a good way to debut them. I hope they go with more of the low-key original Wyatt family kind of thing with them than with like the Funhouse stuff, like he did, like that match he did with friggin' Cena, which was like a friggin' acid trip. Less of that, because here's the thing, I don't think they've got the creativity to pull off what Bray was doing. I think Bray had a vision for it, and even when Bray was doing it, I was like, this is not for me. Okay. I like Bray Wyatt. I thought he was incredibly creative. I don't do supernatural stuff. Okay. I don't do zombies eating Miz. All right.
You don't do the Alexa Bliss and Lily stuff.
Oh my God.
With Alexa Bliss sitting there and having that black stuff coming down her face.
I know they were paying her out the yin yang to do that. I know that, but if it was me, I'd be like, really, guys? Really? Like when she first hooked up with Bray, she was like his Harley Quinn. She was just crazy.
Yep.
It was just crazy. And then Vince is like, well, let's have them like vomiting goop out their mouths. Yeah, let's put that's some satanic stuff in it. That's good shit. It's
I wonder if they bring her back dressed like Lily. No, just throw that out there.
Freaking lose my shit if that stupid doll becomes front and center of the friggin' Wyatt
not
stick.
doll. She comes out dressed like Lily.
I understand that, but if she comes out dressed like, she's gonna be carrying that stupid thing because all they're thinking about is merchandising. We can sell a bunch of these crappy ass dolls that take $2 to make. We'll sell them for $50. Merchandising. Shit.
Okay, Mel Brooks.
God. Where's the lie? Where's the lie? That's the only reason why that stupid thing was around. Because Vince is like, we can sell this. Ugh. God, I'm surprised they didn't sell friggin' gas masks when he had Moxley doing that stupid angle when he was Dean Ambrose there. That pooper scooper. But no, and seriously, I hope I'm wrong. I hope that they actually do, because a lot of the people that are involved in this thing are very talented, man. Eric Rowan is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Joe Gacy is a good wrestler. Nikki's great. Spaceballs exactly. It's like anything we can slap a friggin' WWE label on and get people get some palsy little shit to get his mom and dad to buy. They'll friggin' market the hell out of it. But and then supposedly that thing was a big seller. I'm like, you guys are a bunch of freaking lemmings. But hopefully, like I said, hopefully they go more the original Wyatt family route. But if it's the supernatural, if they do the supernatural like crap they did with Alexa, this thing will be dead in 6 months, and they'll be jobbing out to people and stuff. So hopefully I'm wrong, but we'll see. But as far as the debut is concerned, it went over big.
Yeah, I thought it did. I thought they did as much as they should have. They didn't go too long with it.
No. And we all knew it was going to come at the end. So I do think that the camera work was really good. I think they did some great foreshadowing for it going there. They showed you what the back was supposed to look like and everything. And then you went in the back and you saw that it was wrecked. So
yeah, and they said the fans that it was like Corpus Christi is where they were at, I believe.
Yeah.
Because they were doing carpentry stuff, getting things set up there on stage, and the fans didn't
show
have
pictures
any issue with that. Oh yeah.
Which is good. That's the way it should be. But yeah, we'll see what happens going forward. Like I said, not rooting for it to fail. I'd love for these guys to have a job for the rest of their lives. That's what professional. I mean, that's my wish for professional wrestling, man. Whether you're a WWE guy, whether you're an AEW guy, whether you're a New Japan person, TNA, or if you love it all like we do, man. Rising tide lifts all boats.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know, man. We'll see. There's some things that WWE are doing. Oh yeah, I'm talking like this. WWE. God, they're doing great. There's some things that they're doing. I wish they would lean away from, but overall, man, as long as they keep pushing Braun, give him his freaking name back, strap a rock to that dude, and ride him into the future, man. That guy's the future, 100%.
Yes, he is.
But anyway, guys, thanks to everybody that was here. Sports Card, sorry that you came in right when we were getting ready to leave. Appreciate you being here. Maldacito, Johnny. Got a fixture in it, man. Big Daddy, the Guardian of Chaos. Maldacito, Leg Kick.
Miss Saren.
Everybody was here, guys. Appreciate you guys. Like I said, also, guys, we are streaming now on Twitch as well. Or X.
Twitter.
Whatever.
Twitter and Twitch are two different things, brother.
Yeah. But Twitter. I'm sorry. But yeah, everybody was over there that was watching. Appreciate you guys, and we see you guys this time next week. Bye.